Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research time for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Zimaya. Brand Zimaya is a subsidiary or branch of the perfume house of Afnan. Afnan is one of the biggest perfume houses from United Arab Emirates. They've been around for a few years. I think Afnan themselves about 30 years or so, but Zimaya is about 10 years or so. So it's a branch or subsidiary of them, and they make very nice fragrances, especially for the price. I unboxed and reviewed many of their Zimaya perfumes. They are very impressive, especially for the price. Also, I unboxed and reviewed many Afnans, which are very impressive and very good value for money. So this one in particular is called Zimaya Black Symphony. Is EDP, is 100ml. United Kingdom you can find it under £30. For the price I paid, under £30, this is very good. It's amazing. So this one is inspired by a very famous perfume from the house of Byredo, and it's called Black Saffron, which is about £250 to £300 for 100ml for the same bottle sizes. They are very well received in Byredo's perfumes. This one in particular is very close to, I would say, at least 90% plus close to the original. There are subtle differences. The only difference I could find that this one is a little bit less sweeter than Byredo's Black Saffron. Black Saffron is a little bit sweeter, a little bit deeper, a little bit denser, a little bit more complex than this one. But in terms of smell profile, they are identical. You cannot basically distinguish them in the air. There is no difference whatsoever. So this, you do the math, £300 or almost £300 or under £30. So you can see the big discrepancy here. Is Byredo better than this? Yes, of course it's better, because it's better ingredients, better perfumery, and so on and so forth. But is it 10 times better? No. Maybe twice better, maybe 3 times better, but no way is 10 times better than this. So on its own, this perfume is absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend it, especially for a price, unless you don't like this kind of perfumes, which is quite possible, because this is not everybody's cup of tea. So you need to know what you like and what you dislike in perfume to enjoy it if you go into blind by it. So in terms of presentation, first and foremost, very nice, especially for a price under £30. We're getting almost identical presentation to Byredo. So when you put them side by side, you cannot tell the difference. It's so the similarity is so canny. In terms of performance, I'm happy to say it's a good performer, but it's not a beast mode. On my skin went up to 7 hours. On t-shirt materials went up to 9 hours. So it's a good performer, but it's not a huge performer. It's not a beast mode. It's not excellent, but it's good. In terms of projection, an arm length of projection for around a couple of hours or so, and then slowly subside. But you always have a medium bubble, medium cloud, and a medium trail. So in terms of projection, is good, but it's not excellent. It's not super loud. But overall, beautiful perfume, very nicely done. It's just the quality and the ingredients and the perfumery surprised me. As I said, is basically in the air. You cannot tell the difference whatsoever. So who's it for? Definitely mature. I would say 25 years and older, if not 30 years and older, because the composition of this perfume is in a way that it makes it mature. It makes it on the classical side. Smells very classical. To some extent, it smells like 80s and 90s to my nose, especially quite those masculine, spicy, leathery, rugged perfume from those era. To some very small extent, it reminds me of Fahrenheit as well, by Dior, the original. Again, to some extent, not a copy of it, not inspired by it. but because it's got that leathery ruggedness and a little bit of that petroleum in here, and there's a big violet leaf in here as well, so these things remind me of Dior Fahrenheit, the original as well. Again, not a copy of it, maybe around 30 to 40% similarity between this and Fahrenheit, the original. So just to put you in the right direction, okay, there are some similarity between these, obviously, and Byredo's Black Saffron. That is not disputed at all. It's just 90% plus similarity to that one. But there are some similarities between this and Tom Ford, both Tuscan leather and Ombre leather. But again, to some extent, it's not inspired by them. But the composition and the perfumer is in a way that it smells quite similar to those as well. I would say around 30 to 40% similar to Fahrenheit, the original, around 30 to 40% similar to Tom Ford Tuscan leather, and maybe around 50% similar to Ombre leather by Tom Ford as well. So there are some similarities, but again, not a one-to-one to it. So in terms of season, this is all year round. You can use it in summer, in winter, no problem. Very versatile. The only thing is, in a high heat, very high heat, it could be a little bit cloying. And in terms of occasion, again, very versatile. You can dress it up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual. You can wear it formally, informally. You can wear it to a special ceremony like wedding, or casually taking it to work and gym and things like that. It's very versatile. And in terms of gender, is bang in the middle, unisex. It is targeted unisex and is a correct designation for it. But because it reminds me of those quite masculine perfumes, it leans a little bit on the masculine side of things. So the perfume itself, imagine a combination of Fahrenheit, Dior Fahrenheit original, plus Ombre leather by Tom Ford, little bit of Tuscan leather, and also Black Saffron overall. So it's like a combination of these three, but these four, but it's like to some extent they are toned down. They are in terms of personality, is not any of them in particular, apart from the Black Saffron by Byredo, obviously. So it's like you're smelling some part of it. It's, oh, it smells like this, it smells like that, but not exactly. Okay. There's a big violet leaf in here which they're not mentioning in the note breakdown, and that violet leaf gives a little bit of that petroleum notes, a little bit of that ruggedness from the leather, and it gives the leather quite a rugged feel to it. So that's why it reminded me to some extent of Fahrenheit as well. And the saffron itself is quite noticeable. The only thing is, saffron is not the biggest player. The biggest player is the leather in here. So leather is the biggest player by far, and the leather in here is quite rugged, it's quite manly, it is strong, but it's not an uber strong. It doesn't take over. Again, it's quite subtle in a way. So imagine this, the leather is there and very noticeable, but it's not like taking over and being dominant all the time. It lets other players to come up and say hello as well. The juniper berry and the plus the violet leaf in here giving quite an aromatic feel. So this is very aromatic. To some extent it reminded me of some barbershopy feel as well, and hint of barbershop in here, giving it that ruggedness again, hint of barbershop, hint of masculinity, hint of aftershavey, cream shavy feel to it as well, which is very nice if you like this kind of perfumes. Also there is so the juniper berry, as I said, giving it a little bit of that boozy feel overall as well, not too much. Again, boozy feel is nuance rather than a big player. And in the beginning you got a little bit of citrusy feel, which is a lemon bergamot combination, but it gets lost very quickly. The violet in here giving it that powderiness. There's a violet in here giving it powderiness, but it's not a huge player. Again, it's not a massive player. Again, using nuance. Leather by far is the biggest player. After leather is the amber. Amber in here is very well done, and it's a combination of spices, sweetness, stickiness, earthiness. All these things are very noticeable in the amber accord in here, which is very nice. The amber accord definitely have some vanilla in it, because although it's very subtle, but you can smell some sort of smoothness from the vanilla, and also that cream shaviness, a little bit of it. The woodiness of it is come from the Cashmere wood, which is very soft and is very mellow. And also there's a vetiver to give it a little about that camphorous, a little about that green, a little about that grassy feel as well, which is very nice. To be honest with you, I don't get that much raspberry in here. The raspberry in Ombre leather or Tuscan leather is much more pronounced. In here is very toned down, so it's very small hint of it. There is a dry fruitiness to my nose rather than raspberry. The dry fruitiness is similar to what date or what raisin smells like, so it is a little bit of that as well. But overall, beautiful perfume, no doubt about it. This is better than £30, in my opinion, at least 3 times 4 times better than £30 in terms of smell, in terms of profile, in terms of the genre of perfumery, in terms of the ingredients, in terms of perfumery itself. Is very smooth, is very rounded. Apart from the first 5 minutes is a little bit on the rough side, a little bit on the sharp side, but it settles down very quickly and it becomes very smooth, is very rounded, is very well blended, it smells great, it smells like 200 plus perfume. And if you wear this, people will definitely have some sort of things to say, because it's one of those perfumes that it's very noticeable, and also it is quite unusual. Because it's unusual, people will notice, maybe in a good way or in a bad way. I don't think it's in a bad way, I'm just joking. But to me, this is worth every penny. Highly recommended. Beautiful perfume from beginning to end. Longevity is good but not great. I think if it sits in a bottle on a shelf, gets a little bit maturated, it will be better, hopefully. But for now, 7 hours on the skin, 9 hours on t-shirt, and also about a couple of hours of projection is good. For the price we're paying, definitely is very good. So to recap quickly, so if you like a little bit similarity to Fahrenheit the original, a little bit similarity to Tom Ford's both Tuscan leather and Ombre leather, and the more similarity to Black Saffron by Byredo, this one is the closest to it. So if you like those 4 fragrances, definitely would like this. If you don't like those 4 fragrances for some reason, so this is probably is not for you. But for me, for my taste, for my age, for my experience, this is a gorgeous fragrance. I wore it for the last 2 days and I was immensely enjoying it. Beautiful. Both the wifey and daughter said it smells very nice for them, but they say it's very, they both said it smells quite manly, so they thought it's not for ladies, not for them, which I agreed to as well. So overall, yes, give it 2 thumbs up. Beautiful perfume. The House of Zimaya done it again. Every time I unbox and reviewed some of these perfumes from them, just basically, how do they do it? I don't know, but it's good for us consumers to get such a good price for such a beautiful perfume. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. Amazing value point, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. This beauty is definitely a hidden gem. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the creator. So they are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. Imagine this has around 15% perfume oil in it. Mine has 60%. So imagine how big, bold, long lasting and beast mode and very unique and artistic, and they are like time capsules. They take you to places different time, and they are super beautiful if I say myself. Also, there are other reviews reviewed my perfumes. You can go and check them out as well if you're interested. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for love and support, and I see you later. Bye.